Hi and welcome back. It's sausage time yet again. This is the series where we eat lots of sausages from all over the world and then rate them against each other. If this is your first time here, we do have several other episodes. I'm going to link to here for the playlist and you can watch all our other episodes.
Today we're doing things a little bit differently. We're going to be looking at some cured sausages, so things that are ready to eat. But is that better?
Don't know. I guess we'll find out. And because it is a different category, we're going to have a separate standings table for it.
Oh, that's a good plan. Good idea.
But of course then we will have an overall standings.
Oh, goodness. This is going to get complicated. There's too many sausages in the world, but that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not. Variety is a good thing.
Yes.
So you can see our current standings right here. M&S's pork and apple sausages took top spot away from Cumberland. The rest of the sausages all took spots in the top 9, which knocked Lincolnshire, Toulouse and more down onto page 2. So all the sausages we're trying today are ready to eat, meaning they've either been pre-cooked or they're cured, or essentially you can just eat them straight out the packet. Some of them have the option to heat up, but we're actually going to try them all cold because...
That's how they come.
Yes, exactly. So shall we get to it?
Yes. Right, so we're starting with Bockwurst. This is a classic German pork sausage cured in beechwood smoke for an authentic flavour.
Oh, that sounds really nice. And these ones we bought from Lidl.
It's 81% pork. That's a lot of pork, as we know from previous episodes. Water, curing salt, spices, dextrose, spirit vinegar, spice extracts.
Okay.
In a natural pork casing.
You can heat these up. You can simmer them for 8 minutes if I remember right.
Okay, so in South Africa we call these a Russian.
A Russian? Why do they call them Russians?
I don't know. Wow, that looks yummy. That smells...
It smells really nice.
Oh, that smells good. Well, I'm just going to go. I'm hungry.
That's
my,
good.
my mouth is watering right now.
I think I've had this before at some point in my life. It kind of got a slightly hot doggy taste to it.
Yeah. Also, the casing is quite solid, but I think that's because we're eating it cold. That's just how
That
it is,
could help,
really.
yeah. I mean, it's quite dense as well, actually.
It is very... But that's the, 81%?
I'm just wondering how much of that denseness is coming through because it's cold. I wonder whether it would change. It might go slightly juicier if it's warmed up.
Probably.
I quite like this one.
I've got to say, I'm a fan. It's a taste of my childhood.
It's a nice, big, thick German sausage
I really
again.
like that.
This is good. It's a good start.
I finished mine and you're still munching.
I've been talking a lot. Oh well. Next.
Next up is the Highlander sausage, which is a Polish sausage. I'm actually quite excited for this one. It's going to be quite yummy.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could probably make an entire video just on Polish sausages.
There's a lot of those around.
How does it smell?
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's quite a good one.
Yes, I like the smell.
It's really smoky, but also spicy.
It's kind of got a slightly paprika-y smell.
Let's have I mean, they come in packs of 2.
We did try to look into what this is and like where it traditionally is from, but whenever I've googled it, the only thing I could find about it is where to buy it online. Do tell us down in the comments if it is a traditional sausage, if it's like from a certain area or anything like that. We just can't find it.
That meat is quite chunky.
Really chunky meat.
All right, let's try it.
Let's get into this. Cheers.
Cheers. Very smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, can I just... Well done, Poland.
Well done, Poland. This is a good one.
So what's actually in this then? We've not actually mentioned that yet.
Pork meat, turkey meat. And it's a little bit weird because it says in the ingredients that 80 grams of pork meat and 21 grams of turkey meat per 100 grams of finished product. But 80 plus 21 equals 101.
So where's the extra gram gone?
It might just be then they cure it so it dries and then the water goes
Maybe.
out. And it also has some cereals, so it's not gluten free. It has milk and eggs and celery and mustard.
I mean, I think it's like mild mustard.
Yeah.
I'm very tempted to eat more, but I know I've got some more sausages coming, so I'm gonna stop it for now because I need to leave room in my stomach for the others. But yeah, well done, Poland. Very impressed.
Next up is Herta's Frankfurters. Rhymes.
Herta's.
It does rhyme.
Herta's Frankfurter. Okay, maybe.
It totally rhymes. And yes, we went there.
Yes, I don't have high hopes for this one.
It says on the front that it's 74.5% pork.
And that's what it proclaims that on the front of the packet.
Yeah. So the Frankfurter ingredients: 74.5% pork, pork fat, lactose, some milk, salt. Basically, it's pork and flour and a bit of fat for flavour. Right, let's just crack open because you want a whole one. You can have a
I
whole
can have
one.
a whole one. Floppy.
Oh, it smells. You can smell that beechwood.
Yeah, so it smells almost identical to the Bockwurst.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a Frankfurter. Did I say that out loud? It's a Frankfurter.
I mean, it's better than like a standard one you might get out of a tin or a jar or something.
Yeah, maybe. But I still maintain that this needs to be nuked in the microwave until it pops and then smothered in ketchup.
Alright, do you want to try that?
Let's do that.
Let's do it. Okay. So how long do you nuke them for?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Literally.
Oh wow, there. I need the fork.
They gotta be warm. Oh, let's just chop them in half. So much more juicier.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just gotta smother.
Okay, so warming has improved the flavour, I think, as well. Just even without the ketchup.
But I think a lot of that is also the texture. So when it's cold, it's a bit more rubbery, whereas now it's a bit more juicier and softer.
You know what I'm very tempted to do now, though? Because it does have a very similar flavour to the Bockwurst. I want to just try them against each other, just to remind myself, see what the differences are.
Should we nuke the Bockwurst?
Let's nuke some Bockwurst. Hey, we have one steaming Bockwurst.
I mean,
Is it? Oh, it's split.
it exploded a bit.
I suppose this is to have the option of boiling as well. I suppose it might not have split if we boiled it.
Hot. Okay, this still has texture.
Yeah. I'm just going for a lot of sausage right now.
I mean, that casing is still pretty solid, which is a bit odd. But
Yeah.
that's okay. Whatever. It's very smoky. Very smoky.
Yeah.
Like the Frankfurter has some smoke, and this is like smoke.
I'm doing my score later, but I can definitely start tasting differences now.
Sorry, I'm going to finish this because I'm actually quite hungry.
You've got another 2 to go. Solid. Join you.
Next up is Kabanos. This is another Polish sausage, if I remember correctly. They don't tell you how much pork is in here, but they do say that it's made using 150 grams of pork per 100 grams of finished product. So it's basically just a dried pork sausage. And so obviously you lose water, and water weighs stuff.
Water waste stuff.
Yeah, grams.
There's a slogan you never see on a t-shirt.
Water weighs stuff. You heard it first from me.
We did look online for these, and they say they are traditionally big, like long. So these are small versions. I'm assuming probably cocktail versions, but... Oh, that's another
Oh,
very
that's
smoky.
very smoky.
This is the smokiest one yet.
Well, that's because it's dried, isn't it? Also good for pizza toppings, apparently.
Alright, let's try this. Oh, that's quite a lot of moisture still in there. Yeah, they're quite dense actually, probably because they're dried.
I've never had caraway seeds before, but I think that's what we're tasting.
Definitely, yeah.
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 What is a caraway seed?
A seed from the caraway plant. They get carried away quite a lot by the people who pick them.
By the caraways.
The carawayers. Who doesn't invent the peoples?
It's invented of people. It's a hearty sausage.
It's quite slightly greasy actually. And
That's
again, I think
it's
that's
not completely dry. It's not like
yeah. But I think probably the water has been lost, but all the fat and stuff has remained. So I looked at this up on Wikipedia before we started filming, and it says that traditionally speaking, people would wear them around their necks, almost like a necklace, and it would be like a snack for a horseman on a long journey.
It's like a scarf.
A scarf of sausage.
Scarf of sausage. Oh. I've had too much of
We've
this.
had too much sausage. We're making stuff up now.
Finally, we have Vienna sausages. When I was growing up, Vienna sausages were like pink, like deep pink colour. And again, we used to nuke them in the microwave and smother them in ketchup. These are 70% beef and they are both halal and kosher approved. And then it's got potato starch in them and a whole bunch of spices. Red beet concentrate.
Okay, so that's the beetroot.
Yeah,
is what made it red.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, they've got a different flavour, and I think that's definitely the beef that's coming through there.
That's quite nice.
Yeah, it's kind of got a little subtle something or other in the back there, which I can't place.
That's the spices. They don't really tell you what spices they are.
Is it just one of these other things that just says spices?
Yeah.
The mystery spices of Vienna.
I want to nuke these in the microwave and smother them in ketchup.
Okay.
I was gonna say, they look weird.
Yeah, they're kind of falling out the cases on the end.
This one exploded. That one's kind of still held its shape. But yeah, I would probably take one of them.
Yes, they'll be really warm. Oh god, they're stuck together.
I didn't really separate them much.
Oh, they smell very beefy now.
Very beefy, whereas before they weren't.
Okay, one conclusion from today. Heating up a cold sausage is better than having it cold. We tempted to put some mustard on here as well.
Oh, yeah, that would work.
Coleman's.
Because there's no other mustard. That's the only mustard.
It's the only mustard that exists in the entire world.
Yes.
That matters. Yeah, that works well.
I am now.
Hit a mustard right in the back of the throat.
Okay. Are you like all clear now? Thanks for watching so far. We really appreciate it. What's your favourite sausage? Let us know in the comments below and we'll see if we can find it. If you've liked what you've seen so far, hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. Hit that little bell and it'll give you a notification next time we release something. I'm not really sure how to rank these because they all have their own unique flavour and texture. I suppose all sausages do, right? But they're like, what do you need them for?
Yeah, and also I think actually some of them are quite similar. So although we've lined them up in the order we tasted them, I think these two are quite similar, whereas these three are also quite similar to each other.
Yeah, like dried and then just smoked.
So maybe we rank them like this, like which is the best out of these three, and which is the best out of these two. Okay, so I'm thinking out of these three, Frankfurters are the lowest one.
Yeah. And then Vienna cocktails.
Then Viennas.
I mean, I like them, but they weren't all that. But these guys, the Bockwurst, were...
Yes, they were good.
They were really good. And you didn't really need to add anything to make them better. Frankfurters had to be nuked and smothered in ketchup.
And so did the Viennas.
And so did the Viennas, or maybe with mustard, or even ketchup.
I mean, the Bockwurst, they did taste nicer with other stuff, but I think you could eat it on its own quite happily.
Quite easily, yes.
Yeah. In terms of scores, Frankfurters, I can't rate it much more than the basic baseline sausage.
I would say a 5. You know what you're getting. When you buy a Frankfurter, it doesn't matter where you are, they all taste the same.
Viennas, I mean, there's a variation in the flavour because of their beef.
5.8.
I agree on that, 5.8.
It's not quite a 6.
It's essentially just a beef Frankfurter.
Yeah.
And then the Bockwurst, I'm going at least 7 on this.
I was literally just thinking that. 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
7's a good, healthy,
7 flat.
solid number.
Good solid number to go with a good solid sausage.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got our Kabanos and the Highlander sausage.
I really liked the Highlander sausage, and I think because it's bigger, it has more juicy flavour to it. I like the Kabanos. But
I think the grease on there kind of it needs to be marked down for that a bit. I wasn't a big fan of that.
Yeah. But not too much though.
No.
So I would think, this is my personal opinion, 6, maybe 6.5.
I would personally, I'll go 6.2 on the Kabanos.
Okay.
6.2, and then what did you say? 7.2 on that. I'll agree with that.
7.2.
7.2. There we go. Highlander sausage 7.2.
I'm quite happy with that ranking. I am so full of sausage now. I was hungry when we started filming this, and now I am stuffed.
It's the double Bockwurst. We had double Bockwurst.
Double Bock. Oh, we should not have had double Bock. Here is how the ready-to-eat sausages rank against each other. Highlander takes the top spot, closely followed by Bockwurst. Frankfurters takes last place. When we see them on the overall leaderboard, they barely bother the top 10, with only Highlander appearing on page 1. Bockwurst ties for 11th, Kabanos 13th, Vienna is in 16th, and Frankfurters sharing 18th with the basic pork sausage. So that's our list for today. If you enjoyed it, then give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and let us know what you think.
And don't forget to check out all the other episodes in the playlist up here. At least I hope that's the right corner.
And if you have any suggestions, please, we're more than welcome to try anything, really. Try anything once.
Within reason.
We'll try anything once.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon for more sausages.
I'm in a sausage coma.
Is that a thing?
It is now, babe. We've just made it a thing.
We've invented it. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
If you say it's a thing, it's a thing.
We have invented a lot of things today.
Yeah. This has been the episode where we invent stuff.